So in this section, I'm going to be looking at how I've developed. Like in the what I want to develop section, I'm going to be using Jones's theory of what a balance of performance analysis skills should be. So one thing that I said that I wanted to develop was quite simply increasing my general experience across the entire board. So obviously, throughout this degree, I've added several months' experience with Preston North End in the Championship, attending first team games at home, recording those games, coding games, assisting in the preparation process for matches. By doing this, I think that I have a real understanding of what goes into preparation for a match. I've got this understanding under two managers as well, which I think will help me in the future. It means I can be a lot more flexible if I have to, or if I ever have to adjust the work that I do again, as I know the work that we were doing was very different under Simon Grayson to how it is now under Alex Neil. There is, of course, experience that I can add onto my CV, so I now have nearly 3 years experience as an intern in a professional football club at a high level. Again, I've got, going into the industry skills section, I've got a lot more experience with the software. As I believe I said in the what I want to develop section, James stated that you don't need to have a degree in order to use the computer programs or to be able to be competent on these programs. However, I think it is something that is a real help. I've had assistance from lecturers. My course has led to me getting my internships in the first place. And it also, I think it shows that I have also some theoretical knowledge of what I'm doing. It's not simply a case of I've kind of learnt as I'm going along. There is actually a reasoning for what I'm doing. The personal skills are the bit that I felt that I needed to focus on the most. In terms of the presentational skills, unfortunately, it's not really something that I think I've developed. Simply because, as I've stated, as I believe I stated in the what I want to develop part, the main problem I have is that the manager at Preston North End won't let a student intern, not even there in the training ground every single day, he won't let him come and present things to his members of staff and to his players and stuff like that. The one thing where I kind of have had an in is that although I've not been able to present my own things myself, I've been able to give the things I've created to the other analysts who have then kind of presented on my behalf and kind of given me kind of some acclaims for it and credits for it. I think my hope was that by doing this initially, it would make the coaches think that I know what I'm on about and I can kind of be trusted to do this. Unfortunately though, it's just never really materialised. I haven't really had the opportunities to even go into the training ground anywhere near as often as I wanted to, which is something I wanted to do. Kind of get more experience of the day-to-day life of an analyst at a training ground doing work. In terms of everything else, I think I was already pretty well developed in everything. Like I said, just through the experience of a master's degree and carrying on with my work with Preston, and also adding in a part-time job as well, I think it's really developed skills that I already had even further, especially the personal skills, stuff like responsibility. In my part-time job, I'm responsible for many things that kind of keep the store running, in essence. I do the job so well that I've been given a managerial code and I've been trusted with cashing up at the end of the day. I believe I was told that in terms of the amount of time I'd been working there, I was the shortest. It was the shortest period from me starting to being given a managerial number that they've ever had at the store, which I think clearly shows that, you know, it's not just me who believes I'm responsible. This is also other people as well. Time management, as I said, I'm never late for work. P&E work is all handed in on time, everything like that. Creativity. This is something that I kind of wanted to look at through using other softwares, Coach Paint especially. Unfortunately, it's just not something I've been able to use either. Quite simply because the university doesn't have a license for it. The club only has 2 licenses for it, which are already both in use on laptops that belong to club staff, so I can't get my hands on them. And also, I'm not paying £2,000 on a year to get my own license for it. So that's something that I would have liked to have done, but for obviously those reasons I've just explained, it's just something that I haven't really been able to do. I think that's kind of the way it's been for most of the software as well. I have managed to get logins for stuff like Prozone, Y-Scout through the club. I've got plenty of experience using them now. So that's something that I can definitely add to, to a CV, improve my employability, that I already have knowledge of, multiple pieces of software and won't need training on them.